You guys want to see this?
You guys want to see?
He dethroned a legend his last time out.
He dethroned a legend. To say that Joshua Van dethroned Pantoja, that's like to say, it's like that movie Tombstone where, spoiler alert, it's like if at the end where that homie Doc Holloway, when they're gonna do the shootout, it's like instead of him killing him, it would be like if Doc Holloway's opponent just turned the gun on himself and committed suicide. And then everyone was like, well, I guess Doc Holloway was better. He took him out. He dethroned him.
Title run in dominant fashion.
And then he comes out looking like Aladdin or something, bro. Feeling himself way too much, man. Dude's dressed like a waiter at like a Indian cuisine buffet. Is that Nina drama? Everybody's sitting down. Everybody's polite. Everybody is in order, doing what they're supposed to do, except for, I think you guys can see my mouse, except for these two guys back here, because they're in the back, right? They probably got cameras set up and stuff like that. She's over here in the front row, just annoying everybody. She's going to start a chain effect where everybody behind you just feels like they got to stand up. Now, you don't do that when you're in the front row, man. That's so disrespectful. Great American Hope, you know there was a conversation between somebody, whether it should say the Great White Hope or not, and they forced him. They're like, please, bro, please go with American.
Together for the number 3 pound for pound.
That's kind of an interesting fit for Chimaev. I didn't expect to see him rocking the Ben Davis like that.
Fighter in the world and the reigning.
that guy in the back just darts up like if he's gonna do something. Look at, see clavicular right here in the background. Look at this guy.
Hands together for the number 3 pound for pound fighter in the world. UFC.
Like if he was gonna do something.
I gotta be your daddy in the game.
He told him, I'm gonna be your daddy in the cage.
Chechen. I'll send you back.
Yeah, but Strickland's just calling him a Chechnyan. So what? There's nothing there. That's like calling someone an Italian or a Irish person or African, or, well, they got different names for that, or a Mexican. Like, it's, bro, he's saying that he's gonna be your daddy. He's sticking with the storyline here, with the lore. You can't just call him a Chechnyan. Come on, it's the same thing from Strickland. He's a weak man. He's a weak man. He's a Chechnyan. This dude's actually cutting deep, talking about your dad, bro. You gotta be more creative.
Go back to the country, you cow. I gotta be your daddy in the game.
See, now he's doing all this, go back to your country. See, I've been telling you guys, this ain't any kind of Josh Hokett type of stuff. This ain't Charles Sonnet, Henry Cejudo, even Colby Covington type stuff. This stuff is real. Do people forget that Strickland has openly discussed how he used to be like a Klansman back in the day, and how he was brought up and indoctrinated by his grandpa and stuff like that, and he really was like a white supremacist and all that? It's not just, I can't even believe it. I've had one or two people in my comment sections refer to me as being liberal, which I never thought I'd hear in all my days. But I told somebody, Sean Strickland, it's not that people are making it this narrative like you have to choose. Like, it's Sean Strickland or liberal. And I'm like, chale, bro. Sean Strickland is making conservative people look bad. I don't think he's conservative. I think he's just unstable and mentally ill and a little bit demented. And he's giving conservatives bad representation. He's actually the kind of conservative. Now, look, I don't like to make videos where I'm picking sides or I'm saying this is better, that's better, but I'm kind of put in a corner right here when people use that type of verbiage. So let me just say this as generally as I can. He's the type of conservative that I feel like liberal people hope and pray for, because that's like the archetype. That's what they want to see in the dictionary next to conservative, because it just gives all the fuel to then act how you want to act and come out the conservative peoples. But this ain't it, man. You know what my biggest fear is? To sound like Luke Thomas. I don't want people to think I'm like Luke Thomas, who was going for the race card and stuff like that. I'm just saying that that's literally all that Sean Strickland has. That's all I'm saying.
I'm gonna be your daddy in the cage. I make you cry.
I'll make you cry again. See, he's actually talking about stuff that happened. He's talking about his dad. He's talking about him crying. Strickland is just saying, go back to your country, get out of here. You're from there. Leave our country. It's the type of stuff that stable people would say, you know, liberal or conservative, hey, that's not a good representation of how a person should act and talk. This is the kind of footage where, like, when someone has a normal job, it gets posted online and they get fired because it's like, oh, you're just a bad person.
Himself out to a dictator.
Again, Strickland is talking about Chimaev lending himself out. This is a family show, to a dictator. That's no different than what Sean Strickland does with people like Nina Chama. Oh, wait a minute. It is different because when Chimaev does it, potentially people like his family are in danger because Katie Rov is a madman. But you'll do it for clicks. Sean Strickland's trash talk is like an elementary kid. Like, did everybody hear me? I said a bad word with a lot of emphasis.
Who's got the first question?
I'd like to start with
The Asian boys are like, so sorry.
what has offended you about the things Sean Strickland has said?
I'm assuming he's going to say nothing. Nothing offends him. Nothing coming from a dude like this should be able to penetrate and offend anybody.
Nothing. I'm just happy to be here and smash that guy.
We'll bring more eyeballs to you, and you can capture.
Joshua Van has so quickly made himself so unlikable. He could have acted an entirely different way when he got the bout. Like, if they were gonna give him the bout, whatever, it wasn't his fault. But the way he acted and the way he's moving and the way he's dressing and everything now, you swear he had 25 title defenses.
Both Asian fighters fighting for a belt. What do you make of?
What is this dude wearing? Is he like cosplaying? Is he about to go to the Michael Jackson movie or what? What is that? Is that like a crop top? Bro, looks like something that Joshua Van would come out wearing. This is how you dress right here, straight from the Men's Warehouse. He looks like he's wearing a lot of makeup too, actually. That face don't look natural.
You guys want to see this?
You guys want to see this? What is he doing, bro? Is he like a K-pop singer? K-pop singer gone fighter? What is going on here?
You guys want to see respect for talking, right? Yeah. 盛り上がっててまあ嬉しいです。
I'm glad to see the main event going hype.
Even the translator was laughing at him. Listen to his voice.
Yes.
I'm glad to see the main event going hype.
Your last fight is too short, right? We have to.
Well, your last fight, you didn't even win. It was like a ridiculously early stoppage on Brandon Moreno. So you guys kind of deserve each other, you two, right now. But neither of you deserve the bout.
Question for Sean Strickland. Sean.
Dang, it's crazy when two Asians don't even understand each other. I know, like, sometimes you go to the restaurant, you feel a little bit racist because you don't understand them. But they're not even understanding each other. That's next level.
You see those heathens over here? You shouldn't be allowed in this country. You guys are the definition of dog, and you need to get the out of America and stop ruining it.
So he's definitely, and again, this isn't picking sides or whatever. It's just, it's objective. Somebody could do it for the right. Somebody could do it for the left. But he is 100% pandering right now, which I guess is smart because at this point, even if you don't like Sean Strickland, even if you don't like his fighting style, if you align with what he's saying politically, now you're rooting for him. So he's kind of doing like Chris Farley where he's like, you know how he goes on his thing? What is it, on Black Sheep or Tommy Boy? I always mix those two up.
That's one small step for man, one giant. I have a dream.
Go call Putin, have him teach you how to be men again.
And one more for you, Sean. As far as the fight.
Hey, Strickland, you live in a country. You live in a country where a lot of the dudes think they're ladies, bro. And a lot of the dudes are with other dudes. You're trying to talk about being a man's man. Putin would never let that fly, bro. So keep your stuff consistent, bro.
I squeeze all juice out of you, bro. You.
Oh, whoa. Did he just say he squeezed all the juice out of him? What'd he say?
I squeeze all juice out of you, bro. I gonna beat you up, too.
Let me tell you about this. Why I call him a coward.
Hey, we don't need
call him a coward.
no problem. Listen to you.
Sean Strickland is doing what a lot of people do when they're riding off of emotion, like emotional fumes, over logic. The way that he has to stand up and like posture physically every time he speaks is like the words aren't enough. That's like when people are having a conversation, the one that always starts getting real loud, they get gradually louder, they start getting real emotional. This dude's getting up out of his chair every time. That means you're losing. That means there's something within you and your body saying, I need to take it to this level now. It's like a physical manifestation of insecurity.
You're making fun of child abuse. This is why
You're making fun of child abuse. That's his way of saying, stop it. That's his like finely tuned, crafted way of, if you say anything bad about me because of my dad or whatever, that is child abuse. You think child abuse is funny? Did you hear that, everybody? But Sean Strickland the whole while is promoting bestiality. There's no proof. There's no proof that Khamzat ever did anything like this. Now, if you want to hop into the comment section, and some people already have, I've seen people come into the comment section saying, well, actually, people in that type part of the world do that, and they actually make them have, they specifically breed them to have real fat, juicy butts so that they can, okay, whatever. Strickland referring to that, he's referring to a cultural, to an ethnic stereotype, which shows that he's very comfortable with just making blanket generalities and statements and assuming that Chimaev falls into that. It's not even something directly about Chimaev at this part. He's making ethnic statements. And look, if all bets are off, if there's no rules, fine. If there's no holds barred, but you can't be saying all that stuff and then say, don't make fun of my child abuse. You're saying some crazy stuff too, bro.
Call your daddy Cordero. You're gonna let him choke you out for a E-wagon.
That's true. That's funny. It is pathetic because I'm a Chimaev fan. It is pathetic when you see him getting choked out by Katie Rov and his kids. It makes me sad. I will say, I don't like how upset Chimaev is. Because he's been saying it doesn't get to me, I don't care. I don't like how heated he is. I'd like to see him more mellowed out and not caring about this.
My brother in America, I have more fans than he has ever had. So watch, they're going to root for me. So it's nothing for them to see. They're going to love me and watch me and root for me.
Here's something that people need to remember, and people are real flippy-floppy, man. Real fickle. Chimaev has always had more fans than Sean Strickland. This part of the video right here, I hope people make it to. And I think this is very important. Chimaev has always had more fans than Sean Strickland. People have always criticized and made fun of Sean Strickland for being such a, what they called boring fighter. And it's just jab, 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 teep, teep, jab, teep, teep, jab. They always made fun of him for that. And that he talks a real big game. And the only time we actually see him fighting like that is when it's against social media influencers. And then they make fun of him when he cries, when he's talking to Theo Vaughn. They say that they don't like him because he says crazy stuff on the mic and he doesn't quite do it like other people that say stuff on the mic because it doesn't seem clever and talented and skillful. It kind of just seems like it's coming from a place of hatred, and it doesn't even seem that inspired and humorous. It just kind of seems hateful and lazy. Everyone has always liked Chimaev more, but when it became about the guy from the United States and then the other guy that's homies with the dictator and, you know, from the Muslim religion and Middle Eastern ties and all this other kind of stuff and the beard and all his religious practices, and that is when people said, gotta go with Strickland on this one. That changed everything. It's not even about these two dudes anymore.
And let me tell you, let me tell you something. If this is how you act,
dude, same thing. This dude can't stay in his seat. He's too emotional.
religion acts. Let me tell you guys, I didn't bring religion to this. I didn't do it.
Chimaev says, why you stand up? Sit down. Don't be stressed.
America is a nation of Christ. It's a nation of freedom. You don't belong. America.
Did he say a nation of Christ?
Nation of Christ.
This is exactly what I was referring to earlier with the pandering. Sean Strickland has done absolutely nothing, basically ever, not since he's been on any of our radars, Not since he's been observable on the map and we've been seeing these videos of him and stuff. Anything at all to show that he's had any concern in emulating Christ or being Christ-like in any form or fashion whatsoever. He's doing the same kind of thing that a lot of people got mad at Donald Trump for. Talking about God, talking about faith, talking about Christ. And then it's like, where did all that go? Strickland is doing the same thing. He's trying to use the name of Christ to pander and get people on his side when he has no desire whatsoever to be Christ-like. Listen, I mean, I wonder what's going to come out of his mouth in the next couple seconds.
Nation of freedom, you don't belong here.
Now. Gotta sit down.
Go ahead.
Just stay standing, Strickland.
Question for Sean Strickland. Sean,
Hey, my dog, thank you for your service.
He stood up again.
Let's go.
I'm going to stop keeping track.
He just kind of walks around like a bully, but the moment you
He calls him a bully a lot, and it's making him sound like the bullied. It's making him sound very insecure.
and you wear yourself out for a G-Wagon. So to answer your question,
I'm rich boy, you hop up
I
on.
would
What should
live
I
in
do?
dirt.
You jealous
I would
about
live
that?
in a trailer.
Hey,
I
you
would
jealous
have
that?
dignity,
Because I has a
unlike
G-Wagon.
this
I has a 10 G-Wagon, bro. You gotta drive what?
Bro, you sell your reputation and dignity to live stream with Nina Chama, bro. You sell your dignity and reputation every time you spar and beat up on social media influencers, and you do it for no G-Wagons.
How much would it make the win more sweeter if you're the first to submit him?
I submit him many times. You know about it. The guys know about it.
He's already done
He's
it.
not happy about that's why he's so stressed. Look at his face, man. Look at his face, man. He's almost crying.
You know, like, through you guys, man, I've changed my life. I didn't have to
Oh,
go
you
suck up.
cry now.
I
I'm
didn't gotta
gonna
go suck
change
up
your
a
life.
big
I'm
dick.
gonna change your life.
Not like I changed my life.
Start to cry.
And I
Start crying now.
He's trying to have this wholesome moment and be nice to the fans. Hey, you're gonna cry now.
He knows about it.
After that, after that,
Your
warm-up
team
round,
has the videos about it. Let them post that. Let them show about it.
There's more videos. Release the files, Strickland. You keep talking. You keep trying to make a bunch of jokes about release the files. Release the files. I don't want to go to the Freedom Card. Release the files. Hey, Strickland, release the files, bro.
I tell him I'll come out to the streets, and he didn't come out. I went to the gym. I said, "Come out, we fight on the street." He said,
I sent this
"No,
man a
I have to
message
fight
a couple
them."
years
So,
back
yeah.
saying, meet me at
Tell
5
about that
o'clock.
now.
No,
About that now.
you're
So Chimaev was calling him out and saying, let's fight in the street. Forget about the dojo. Let's do this outside. And now he looks like he's embarrassed right now. Let me rewind a little bit. But Strickland's like, oh, shoot. Yeah, I didn't go. Now what are you going to say?
years back saying, meet me at
Tell
5
about that
o'clock.
now.
No,
He's saying, tell about that now. He's like, no, I don't want to.
Now.
you're such a
You were so, hey, you were so scary on running around.
like talking to a idiot, bro.
So he's not going to acknowledge it. He's just trying to move on.
This man rewrites history, bro. We all know. Coward.
He already admitted it. He said, yeah, he did. He did message me and tell me to come outside. And I said no, and now he doesn't want to elaborate.
Deal with me now.
Now he's putting the mic down.
See me in real life now.
How come you don't want to stand up and talk now, Sean?
I would have killed you then. I'll kill you now.
Well, he's saying I would have killed you then, but we already know that Sean Strickland would have done it with guns. He's admitted it.
This is a factual statement.
Shut up, Mao. Shut up.
This is the second time now he's had to say, okay, everybody, hold on, listen. This is a factual statement of truth that I'm honestly telling you. Like, people that are being honest don't have to talk like that. Come on, bro.
I told you to meet me at this location when you were in Vegas, and you said, I will quote,
Shut up.
misunderstanding.
Shut up.
Don't talk about me running.
Shut up.
So he's talking about old stuff. He's talking about the other situation again. He completely deflected.
Hey, that's a true story, by the way. guys.
Again,
That's a
true.
story.
It's true.
He knows it's a true story.
It's true. He said true 3 times in like 3.5 seconds. Van shouldn't be there because he didn't really beat Pantoja, and Taira didn't really beat Brandon Moreno. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. We got like 2 Tomas Aspinalls fighting each other right here. Sean's like, oh man, I hope I still got my gun in my sock. Oh man, I hope I didn't leave it at the hotel. I think Chimaev kicked him. I can't tell if he kicked him or if he stepped on his Jordans. I think he might have stomped on his shoes. I'm not completely sure. He's just trying to get ahead of the game. He's trying to get those significant strikes up already. I think he tried to get in a leg kick. So upon further inspection, it looks like Chimaev kicked him right above the knee. And at first, when I saw the kick was higher and it wasn't a shoe stomp, I thought maybe he was trying to give him a little teepee in the pee-pee, and maybe he was trying to do something noble and like put an end to the lineage of hate and racism or something like that. But now that I'm seeing that he kicked him in the knee, I'm wondering if maybe Armin Sarukian got in his ear with some of them pre-fight shenanigans.